How we doing today, man? You might see, oh wow, you took one trade, you won, you made $162 on this account, and you took one trade, right? You got in, I got in on this order block. I'll go over the analysis on this trade in a second. Order block entry, took profit at this first tie, took profit here, right? No other trades. You might be wondering, how come you titled the day about revenge trading? So first of all, I want to talk about this trade. This was the only trade I should have taken. I revenge trading crashed out on Apex. I'll show you guys these accounts. I wonder how they turn on the executions because it was bad. We ended up making our money back. So we made $61. We made our money back on this dump. So I want to. I don't know how to. I would if I could. I want to show you guys how to do the execution. They show the executions on this, but I don't know how. So on TraderBait. But anyways, let's get into the day. I'm gonna go over everything. I'm sure you guys saw this crazy dump from news. We dropped 3% on the Nasdaq. 3%. More than that even. We dropped 3.5% on the Nasdaq. I mean, we're still dropping. I've never seen anything like this. Is the craziest day I've ever seen because it was out of nowhere. It's not like when we first had the tariff war stuff going crazy earlier in the year. Like, this is the first time where we've really just dropped, like, generationally. And we're about to trade to the data lows. I literally was talking about earlier on stream. I did 5 hours on stream today. I was talking to my boy Zeddy. This is a YouTube channel. We were talking about life, trading, college, stuff like that. It was cool. It was a lot of fun. I had fun. That I was talking about on stream, right, earlier in the day, that I was like, man, I need to unmark these data lows because we're like never going to get down there. We might never get down there again. Little did I know, the market had other plans. We're dumping, bro. We are dumping. We have dropped 2% on the S&P 500, almost 3%. I mean, that's literally unheard of. But we have been generating all this sell-side liquidity. So I've made a troll post on Twitter. If you guys want to go check out my video on Twitter, I posted on TikTok as well. It's doing all right on TikTok, but I just thought it was really funny to make a troll post about the ICT traders that can that predict these moves. And I was trolling that I took this trade off of the Devil's Mark / Asia high sweep / rejection block here, and that I was targeting this low resistance liquidity. I was trolling. So obviously, if you couldn't tell in that video, if you saw it. But I've literally never seen anything like this. But anyways, let's get into the day. Really never seen anything like this. But anyways, what did I like going into the day? I tweeted out as well about a trade to all-time highs last night. I said that this was a perfect entry if you wanted to pass an eval. I was like, hey, use code Diego on Alpha Futures, Apex, Buy Photo Futures, Take Profit Trader, whatever you want. I said, use my code, buy an eval, throw one mini, right? Throw one mini contract and slap it and take profit all-time highs. Use your stop loss for 100 points, risk the account, basically full port. Try and hit 75 points, that'll get you 1,500. And then you pass your account, halfway past your account, I mean. So this trade almost ended up working. I didn't take this trade because I don't like the swing trades overnight, but this looked really good, this long, right, the inversion. But what happened, we ended up actually pulling down to this hourly gap. And this was what happened pre-market. So I woke up this morning to this on the 30-minute, right? If we look at the 30-minute time chart, if I go back to replay mode, and we look before the craziness happened, price looked pretty dang clean. We had a really beautiful market maker, just continuation model, sweep of this internal low, right inside this massive fair value gap, this massive balanced price range. We get a change in state delivery on the higher time frames, which we retrade to. We get a change in state delivery right here that we put in highs. We generate all this low resistance liquidity right here. We get a break of structure on this higher time frame here, a break of structure, but then we also just continue to generate more liquidity. We have relative equal highs here, right here, and we have more liquidity. So we have this liquidity, and then we have all of this liquidity. So we have all of this liquidity in the market. We have a change of state delivery in the higher time frame, this order block, this sweep, this displacement. We pull back into the equilibrium of this range into a fair value gap. We pull back into the fair value gap. CE of the fair value gap gets respected. And then, wow, I sound like such a nerd. and then we're inversing this move, or we inverse this down close candle here. We trade into this 30-minute fair value gap again. We hold that. So that was the context coming into this morning. That's what I want you guys to, that's the analysis, right? We had that analysis coming to market open. So that being said, we didn't have any real SMT. So that being said, what I do looking at the lower time frames, I drop down to the lower time frames. This was market open right here. London low, right, came up, came down, whatever, boom, market open right here. We have this first high, which is the overnight highs, right? If we look at this thing, Asia highs. So Asia highs was unfilled. We had these highs as well right here. And then I had another take profit. And I had this take profit right here at this balanced price range. This is unfilled 15-minute. This is also Asia high. So this was a very good spot to take another partial. So what did I do? I was waiting for price. I was pretty frantic this morning because I actually was going to get a new setup to a new monitor to my setup right here, and I have one to my left right here. I was really stoked about having another monitor to use and have 3 screens, but then I realized that I was nerfed because my laptop that I use, my MacBook, it's a 2020 MacBook Pro M1 chip, and apparently those things can only use 1 monitor. So I am physically nerfed. I can't use 2 monitors. So I only have the laptop screen and my monitor screen. I was pretty disappointed about that because when I started the live stream and when I looked at market open, I was frantically trying to get my screen to work and it didn't work. So I'm framing this. I over-explain things, but I was framing this for a reason. So I saw market open. I want all-time highs. I didn't want to see it. I wanted to get into a trade before Asia highs and before this high. So I see this move up. I thought that we were going to just run off open. So I was like, oh, wow, well, that stinks. I'm not going to get a trade. But then we pull back into the first fair value gap, and I was like, okay, if we flip this, this looks really good. So I enter with 3 micros. I wish 3 minis. 3 micros right on this close. Stop loss was here. I entered 3 micros, and I was targeting all-time highs. My first TP was about 19 points at this swing high, which was just this intermediate swing high, because that's just a good spot to take profit. That's where I went break even. I didn't go break even at this high. I just wanted to get in before it. I went break even at this high. Had my stop at break even. And I then took profit at the 15-minute high, right? The 15-minute balanced price range plus Devil's Mark plus Asia high plus fair value gap unfilled. Took profit there. And then when this candle shot through, I just closed my full position because I was just anticipating a potential edge of the all-time highs, which ended up being perfectly spot on. Not saying that's good trading. That just was me being like, hey, I don't want to get too greedy and trying to chase an extra 10 points or 5 points. I don't need an extra $10 on my micro. Let me just close the trade. So you might be wondering, like, wow, that's a really nice trade, right? It's a really nice trade. So you took it on this account. You made $160. Why would you overtrade today? What happened? Well, right? I didn't take the trade in the Apex accounts. Few reasons for that. One, like I said, I was setting up my monitors and it was just, I was all over the place, and I wasn't not focused, but I wasn't too convicted in this trade. One, because again, you guys know I trade IFVGs. I'm not trying to only be an IFVG trader, but when you have a really, really clear draw on liquidity, which is all-time highs, and with this liquidity built up, I want to get involved because I have more confidence in liquidity than I do in IFVGs. I'm more confident being able to read where the liquidity is, and when it's obvious, it's obvious. And today, it was just one of those days where it was just, and my hair looks terrible, man. Today was one of those days where it just looked obvious. It was like, man, we're running higher. We're going now. We're not going to have, you're not going to be able to get a nice IFVG. We're not going to go sweep London low. We're not going to make an SMT at the lows. We're just going to go now. So I got in, happy with that. But I said, you know what? I don't really want to get in with all my accounts. Like it's not my normal setup, my A+++ setup. I just am really confident. By the time I was like, you know what? I actually really want to get on this on Apex. We had already started taking off. So I wasn't going to chase the trade. I wasn't going to enter late because it just wouldn't make sense. And I would have been break even anyways. So I said, cool, I'm going to let it go. So what happens? We hit the trade and all-time highs gets left. So I'm like, oh, we're going to go to all-time highs. Like, no way. And now looking back, it makes perfect sense. We were never going to go to all-time highs today because we're leaving that liquidity and we just dumped off, right? For a reason. Like the market already knows this is going to happen. We don't know. Nobody knows, but the market knows it's going to happen, and it's getting its thing in place. So it was never going higher today. I was trying to long, and I'll show you guys where I longed and where I started just crashing out. And I almost longed here. If it inversed this gap, I would have been in a long. I would have gotten clapped. So what happened? Normally, I just do one winning trade. I'm done. Well, I wanted to. I kind of want to mentally. And I was talking about this on the live stream about how posting content affects my trading. As you guys know, I have an affiliate code, and this is going deep into this, right? And I painted this picture really well on the live stream for anyone that wanted to listen. I was talking to, again, like I was saying, my boy Zeddy. We were talking about just content trading, college, stuff like that. And I was expressing why, because you guys might wonder why I say, hey, because my social media is doing well, and because I make content, why my trading's getting worse sometimes, or why it's hard to trade. You might hear people, don't post content, blah, 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 while you're trying to learn how to trade. And the only reason why that's true is because when it starts to succeed, right? I mean, I would say I'm succeeding at some level. I make money through YouTube views, and I make money through affiliate codes. If you guys use code Diego and Alpha Futures, My Fun Futures, Alpha Futures, Apex, or Take Profit Trader, I make money. I get like a 10% commission, so I make a little bit of money every time that you guys use my code, which I really appreciate. Knowing that, right, and knowing that I can make money if I get views, I know that if I don't trade in the day, I get less views. I also know if I win bigger, I get more views. I also know that if I lose bigger, I get more views. So I should have just been done for the day. I'm not blaming this. I'm not trying to make you guys feel bad for me. I'm just trying to give a perspective of where I'm at, because this is my trading journey, and this is something that's affecting my journey, which is posting content. I made money today. If I would have taken this across all my Apex accounts, I would have never tried the trade again today. I just wouldn't have. I know I wouldn't have. I would have been happy with the day. But I didn't take it, and I only made 160. So I'm thinking about how I made 160. Nobody cares about 160. Nobody cares about me making $160. So I didn't directly take another trade because I wanted content, but I said, you know what? We left all-time highs. I expect us to go higher. So what I look for? I look for another trade. And I looked for another trade. And what did that look like for me? I actually like this trade. It just didn't play out. I didn't need to be involved because I already won for the day. I saw that we had swept low of day, which was 930, right? This 930 candle, we swept 930 on ES right here. We had swept that, so that's SMT there. And then alongside the SMT, we had the low resistance liquidity right here, here, all-time highs as well, right above, and the high of day. So I said that this looked good for low resistance liquidity. And then this would have been your low risk buy or a high risk buy, right? You get in here. I should have taken this one if I wanted to. It would have been break even anyways. But I entered off of this inversion for value gap right here, and I was going to go break even at this internal high right here, or maybe even this one, but we never even swept this one until up here. So I ended up getting in here. I realized that we were chopping really slowly, right? I didn't know we were going to generate news. So I move my stop here, get stopped out, and then I see this run back up. So I get back in the trade. I forget where I get back in the trade, but I end up losing again. So I'm down like $200 on my accounts, on my Apex accounts. And I was so frustrated because I knew I should have been done for the day. I took my trade, took a really good trade that I'm really proud about, I'm really happy about. Really happy about this trade. I took the trade, and I'm like, this is a good trade. But because I wasn't satisfied with the dollar amount, I went back in, stuck my hand back on the fire, and lost. I got punished for it. And then it was frustrating because, like, man, I just lost $130 on all my Apex accounts. For what? Like, for what reason? Like, I could have been done for the day, just break even, not even taking trade in those accounts and take my way in trade, talk about that. But because I still thought that there was a good chance that we'd go higher, and because, hey, you know, it would be a cooler video to talk about making more money, I ended up taking another trade, and I lost. I got greedy. So I did make that money back, revenging it back. It was sad. It was sad to see. I was sitting at my computer, and I was just sitting here, and like this. I was looking like this. I had it like this, and then boom, this candle starts printing. It starts like moving my screen. I'm like, whoa, like what's happening? So I went in, and I hope Apex doesn't cook my accounts for this, because I know that they're trying to deny payouts. So I hope that they don't deny my payout if I can get to that point. But dude, I got down to this point here, and I saw this candle come in. I saw this one start printing lower, and I just got in. I got in and it dropped, and I made back my 200 plus, and I made $61 on the day in seconds. It was a complete gamble. At one point, my account was like down like 100, like a lot, but I completely gambled for it because this is a generational opportunity. I don't care what you say. This is a generational gamble opportunity. Like, if you're down on the day, this was like, hey, it was screaming at you, like, just short me. Like, you're not going to lose. Like, I was like, I can't pass this up. I'm just kind of trolling, but in the moment, I was like, I know I can make my money back, because, like, when you see the market dump like this, like, the odds of you picking the bottom is so much less chance than, like, it's gone down the rest of the day. Like, it's gone down the rest of the day. So, like, you picking the bottom here, like, you getting in here and it ripping up like this, that's just unlucky, right? You see, like, you have minutes and minutes and minutes of just time moving down. Like, if you're picking the one spot where it rips, then you got unlucky. So I knew that. I knew that it was going to be like that, because whenever something crazy like this happens, it doesn't just stop. It doesn't just do that. You don't just get this candle for 1 minute and then stop. This was not a normal, oh, we have a big candle. Like, sometimes you just trade and it gets like a 30-second, like 10 a.m. opens and we get some news. Like this one right here, we got some news here and had a 30-point candle, and then we stop. This was a, hey, when I saw this candle and then saw this one printing, I'm like, yeah, this thing is going lower. So I took the gamble. It paid off. Not proud about it, but that's how we made our money back for the day. But I want to frame why I've been so impulsive, so bad recently with my trading, because it's just it's been tough. It's been tough recently to trade, and I'm just taking these screenshots for Twitter. And again, I'm not here for a boo-hoo's, woe's me speech. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad for me at all. But this is the reality of what's going on, man. Is I could have been done for the day, but I wanted to get more because I wanted to make more. Because I know that when I'm making more money, when I'm getting more payouts, I know more people are going to want to watch me, because, hey, this guy's actually good at trading. Not many people care about the guy that's making $160 a day on one account that's not getting payouts consistently. And I know that. And I appreciate every single one of you guys that actually do care about me, that watch my videos, that want to see me succeed, that use my code. Like, I really value you guys. I really appreciate it. But being a human being, we all want to do better. I want to outperform each month. I'm competitive, just like with trading. You want to make more. Every month I want to get more views. I want to get more subscribers. I want to grow, right? It's a human nature to want to grow. And I've been caught up in that mindset. And it's hard, because I know subconsciously that, hey, I don't take trades just, if I lose this, I don't lose trades on purpose to get content. I don't do that, like, at all. I will never do that, because I want to make money trading, and I'm close to making money trading. But I also know it's a lot harder to not take a trade some days, right? When I was trading my best in July and June, my views were not as great as they are now. But there was days where I wouldn't trade. There would be 2 days in a row where I wouldn't trade. That hasn't happened since I got my payouts. That hasn't happened because I've gotten a taste of success. I've gotten a taste of payouts. I've gotten a taste of views on YouTube. I've gotten a taste of affiliate money, right? So now I want more. And what that does is, hey, like, why would I not take a trade today? Because if I don't take a trade, I'll get less views, which means less YouTube views, and which means less potential people to use my affiliate code. And it's just been making me trade worse, because I've been getting caught up in being an influencer rather than just trading good. And sometimes that means not taking a trade. But what does it look like now? It means, hey, if I get a mid setup, I haven't traded today. Oh, this setup looks all right. I'll take it. It looks like it could work. Because what am I going to talk about in my video? I didn't take a trade. And then the trade doesn't work because it wasn't that good. And then now you're depressed because you lost the trade, and now you're down money. And but whatever. But so I'm in that spot right now with my trading where I need to just focus only on my trading, and and it's hard to explain, because I'm not doing things wrong on purpose for views. That's stupid, because I would make way more money if I could actually just make money trading. I would make infinitely more money. But it's just I haven't broken that cycle yet. I haven't broken to fully profitable yet, to where it's just automatic, where I'm just doing the right thing because it's the right thing, and I need to get to that point. And it might mean trading less. It might make having worse performing videos, and I just have to accept it. But as a human, as a person, you see numbers and you see your analytics, and you want to grow them. 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 Just like you want to make more and more and more and more each month. You want to have more accounts. You want to make more payouts. It's human nature to want to grow. But just like trading, you have to kind of go against your own human nature sometimes to succeed. And that's where I think a lot of my struggling has come down to. I'm not expecting people to understand that. People are gonna clown me. Oh, buddy wants to be an influencer more than a trader. No, I want to succeed at trading, but there's everything in life affects you, right? Just like why they say if you're trading, you want to get your headspace right because everything affects your decisions on the charts. And I've found this out the hard way. Everything affects you. Just like if you're having a tough time with your girlfriend or your family or whatever, you're gonna have a hard time on the charts. So this is kind of a lesson to anybody. You have to clear your head out. You have to be dialed in on the charts. You have to be focused on the skill of trading. That's the only way to succeed. You have to be dialed in. And I haven't been as dialed in as I need to be. I've been struggling relentlessly. I've been gambling a lot more. I've been over trading. I've been very impulsive. I've not been trading well at all. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I've been trading horribly. But I know it's in me. Just like Wednesday, I traded really, really well. Super proud of myself. Yesterday, I traded well for most of it, and then I crashed out. And then today, I crashed out, even though I had a really great trade. And I could have been done for the day, but I wanted more. I wanted more. I want to be more greedy. I want to make more money. I want to get closer to payout. And just forcing it just didn't help me. So I have to just focus on trading for what trading is, and I'll keep doing better. So that's my recap for today. That's where we're at. That was the trades we took. That was the market review. And yeah, today was crazy. So code Diego on any prop firm if you're looking to get more funny with Apex, 80% off My Funny Futures, Take Profit Trader, and Alpha Futures. Code Diego. Let me know how you guys did this week, how you guys did today. Did you guys, anyone blow their account on this? Be honest, bro. Anyone gamble this like me? I feel like I'm the only DJ that would look at this and be like, yeah, it's time to trade. Like, I don't know how, like why I would do that, but did anyone get their account blown on this? Anyone in longs at this time? Let me know how you guys' week went. If you guys are looking forward to continue trading, if this has been a good week, bad week, let me know. Like the video, subscribe. We're almost, actually, did we pass 750? I don't know if we did. We're 10 subs away from another quarter in the jar. So I appreciate you guys a lot, and I will see you guys next week. Peace out, man.